Then this is how Eckhart, Simon, and I just deal with the native tool. So ATS support and Einstein Rex uses some kind of big hack between the macOS 10 environment and the classic environment with tool server. We just run into a terminal, we just invoke the development tools and so on. So this is how we get it working in a workflow. But I know only two people got this working, Eckhart and Simon. And and the thing is, all these tools, well, this is complex to install, I mean, in spite of documentation and so on. And the problem is, we have to deal with some bugs in the original compilers. I mean, I can't count the number of times I had to change my code, which was perfectly valid for modern compilers, to deal with bugs in the Norcroft compilers. Norcroft compiler would just say internal compiler error, and just so you say, wow, okay, I need to change the code and so it's very. I mean, we can't attract new developers with this state of affairs. So here's some hints. One of the possible directions is working with a Newton script interpreter, and there are plenty of projects like this. There is Simon Bell's Newton script interpreter that he presented in 2004 at the conference. Makoto Nuki's alias GNU has one, Gnuten, which is one in Python. I know Walter Smith has one on his computer, and there are several package generators as well. Makoto Nuki has been implementing some package generations thing into his interpreter. There is the DCL. The DCL package generation is used on a web-based program that you might have used that just generates a Newton book. You just enter the data and just generates a package on the fly with Newton script objects. And you get the package back, install it into Newton. Yeah, so.
It's used on the Nintendo RAW.
Yeah, there's also another version, another program that just generates Nintendo. There's a Nintendo emulator, and you can generate directly packages with this as well. So, and at some point I developed a prototype, and I said, this is what we need to. Well, this is what I would do if I had the time, rather. Which is a new Newton toolkit, and I call it NewZero toolkit because of the name of Makoto's interpreter. It's called NewZero. So I put the address here. It's all in Japanese, and except the comments of my patches, which are in English, and it has native and Cocoa bindings, and you can write an application entirely in Newton script. So this means that any Newton script developer, Adam, can work on it. And it's built with this code. And I'm going to make you a short demo. So this is the new toolkit worksheet, and it works. It's inspired by MPW because I have the same kind of references, and it just have an inspect method that I designed. So it just writes here. It just writes Newton script code. So this is a special function inspect that will just take a Newton script object and open an inspector window, so you can dive into it just as you would do it with NTK. So, well, maybe the best is to switch to single screen mode for better effect. Okay, so here we are. So just press the Enter key. Of course, the demo doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So actually, you have to select the text. No, wait. So here, this is the root object, and it is a frame. I mean, for those of you who know, you've seen the frames in Walter Smith's demo. Maybe I could cook a frame just like yours. It would be fun. So it was first name, Luther. Okay, it was 205, is it? 206, 206, then 555. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 0, 6.
It's 425, the other one, actually.
425.
Okay.
8828080.
It's okay, he's not from around here. 8 digits.
Okay, anyway, so so here, this is the frame. I see first name Walter, Smith, phones. I can double click. I have the array. And so this is just a prototype. And as I said, it's just designed in with 6 codes. Okay. So you have only 4 source files. Well, on the back, this is Einstein source. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. Okay, it's a big mess on my computer.
You need those rear view bicycle glasses.
I need more memory, I guess. I have only 2 gigabytes. I need more. Okay, so this is a kind of source code for NewZero. So it have a kind of shebang here. Just say use newt to execute this. And well, this is all gibberish. And here you have the codes that just pure Newton script code define a function. This is the inspector print object that was going to print some object, so just the equivalent of print object on the Newton. Okay, and here is the bindings. If you did some Kokora development, you know that you have some. Well, this is here. I just defined a new class, which is inspector table data source. It's based on NS object, and you can develop this with some Newton script knowledge for the language and Apple's documentation for the APIs.
So the NewTap framework, for example, would that carry across into this environment?
Sorry?
You know, the NewTap framework,
Yeah.
with NTK, would that carry across?
Yeah, of course. I mean, and here you just defined another class, and well, actually definitions of the class. And the very bottom here, just say creates object class and creates the class. And this is completely transparent because the functions have the same name in Kokora and in Newton scripts. So here, the little trick is that since, let's say the colon, this is the colon, right? So since the colon is used in Newton script as a way to invoke a method, and it is used in Objective-C as a way to separate selectors, the colon is replaced by underscore, and underscore is replaced by the colon. So, and this is little trick. So here there is a Kokora function called make key and order front. I just provide it with some some Kokora object. So I have a Newton script object which corresponds to a Kokora object, and just change the colon by underscore. There are just 4 source files. I mean, this one is the most complex one. This main file is here. The license takes more place than the actual code. All this is comments, and the actual code is here. I mean, you just say that you need some library, and then you load it to other files, and then you start the application just as you would do in Objective-C, just NS application main.
Is Newton script interpreter, NewZero or whatever, that's pretty robust and works well, or?
Yes, I mean, otherwise you can send bug reports to Makoto, or in Japanese, or send my way. And I'm kidding. I mean, it's open source. It's well documented. I mean.